All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth. I will with General Cyrus who said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepted members to the Cyrus who said YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. The link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasu and Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasu Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get on over there. Get that 25% off discount. Shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. Plus, we got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the grand master teachers, experts in all the fields. There is not another website on the planet that can compare or compete. You should become a member today. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. The latest and the greatest live streams. Too raw for YouTube. Got that hot sauce. Take the gloves off. Bare knuckle General Cyrus Seti. If that's what you want, then Patreon is the place. Get on over there. We got over 500 exclusive live streams waiting on you, family. There's not another treasure chest that you could dig your hand down in and get those kind of gems and jewels. Become a patron today. King Seti on Rumble. I want you, Black Power Scholar that don't stumble or fumble, get on over there on Rumble and subscribe to all the family out there that donate to the general. I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the hard working general. Link right there on the screen is in the video chat, video description is in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you and I appreciate you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. Was Gaddafi killed because he wanted to replace the dollar with gold currency? And so this is, what, we look at, now we understand that Gaddafi, is an Arab. You see, that's what he is, but he seemed to have, trying to be and in league with African people. He pretends that he has African people, or he had African people's best interests at heart. You see, this is what he said. Matter of fact, he tried to say that he's African, and that he loved Africa and so on and so forth. And so he had this idea that he gonna throw the yoke of the West off, as far as imperialism, to throw the yoke of the West off of Africa by getting rid of the dollar. And so, and how was he intending to do that? By instituting a gold currency all across Africa. Gold, a gold dinar. Okay, a gold dinar. And America has been very violent about people trying to replace that dollar. You see, they become very violent with nations that talk about getting rid of that dollar. Okay, whether it's China, whether it's Russia, or any other nation. They're gonna find a way to get in there and and deal with you. Whether they assassinate or this, that, and the third. And so, but it show you something. That's the foundation, you see, of the West. That's the foundation of the West, that dollar. You see, and before they trying to move to digital. You see, they trying to move to digital where they, and run that. And that's going to be even more lethal than the goddamn dollar. That's going to be more lethal than the dollar because everything going to be on that, in that web, that web of deception. And goddamn it, if they in control of the web, they in control of the money. If they in control of the web, they in control of the goddamn money. But at the end of the day, you got resources. If you got resources, then you still got currency. But at the end of the day, you got to, you have to even it out. You can't just, well, I'm gonna give you this much, motherfucker. I might just want money. You know what I'm saying? I might not want to trade now. Motherfucker, just give me my goal and I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that was the standard in the very beginning. And that's what I was talking about with reparations. Because if they give your ass money, they can do whatever the fuck they want to with that goddamn money. You see? I mean, they could do what they could do whatever the fuck they want to with that money. They can, the dollar go up, the dollar go down. You see? They know how to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And so if they give you so much, and they crash it or find a way, they'll create a new money and shit and start to let the dollar wane and shit. You know what I'm saying? They know how to fuck with it. You see, they know how to reset the system. You know what I'm saying? So that it's in their favor. Whether it was 9/11, they reset the system. You feel me? Whether it was the virus, they reset the system. You know what I'm saying? Because after the shit was over, the everything was as far as price was through the roof, ain't never went down, ain't never going down. You see, they're just like after 9/11. The shit, before 9/11, man, I remember when gas was like $1.50 and shit like that. And shit, it'll never go back to that. I remember when gas, listen here. I remember when gas used to be $1.25. You see what I'm saying? Dollar, and $1.50. That shit don't even exist no goddamn more. You see, that shit'll never go back to that. But this is a way of resetting it. So if they give you that dollar, they can always, they can finagle, with that shit and had that the price fluctuating where it ain't worth shit. You see? Yeah. Say shit, 87 cents in the 80s. Yeah, that shit I remember. Motherfucking, I don't smoke and shit. I remember my mom and them, they used to send me to the damn store to get goddamn cigarettes and shit. I remember goddamn cigarettes was like a fucking a dollar a pack, $1.25 a pack. Then motherfucker, I remember when they first started cracking, and I'm not saying it but I'm just letting you know. When they used to pop and start selling Lucy's and shit. Lucy's used to be like 10 cents and then they went, now motherfucker get a Lucy, what, about 50 cents, 75. I don't even know. I'm just saying it shit just didn't went through the roof. You feel me and shit. And so yeah, so they can fuck with the price and so it's about that having precious minerals. That dollar is very significant, man, because it just don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, you said 75 cents. Yeah, man, you can go in there, motherfucking potato chips. You know what I'm saying? The big bags and shit that they selling for like $2, like the Doritos and all that shit. Man, you used to get them motherfuckers for like 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers used to be like 50 cents, man. So I mean, goddamn, you know, look at what your money you getting less, because at least back then they'll fill the bag up. Now they cost more, and then the bag halfway full. You see what I'm saying? The bag halfway motherfucking full. So yeah, see, yeah, 4 bags for $1. That's true. I remember that. I remember that 4 bags for $1. Yep, that's true. Yeah, man, and, you know, and I'm just saying all the crazy shit. Yeah, feel with air, ain't nothing but air. Motherfucker go get a $2 bag of potato chips, and motherfucker got 3 potato chips in that motherfucker. Goddamn. You know, one of the motherfucking chips evaporate before you can get the motherfucker out the bag. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, penny cook, all that. Y'all already know. And so, yeah, and so let's check this out, family. And we talk about how, you know, they kill Gaddafi over, you know, because he wanted to change that money. You see? Yeah. Okay, what's wrong with it?
While more speculation has been raised on the reasons for NATO's intervention in Libya. And as RT's Laura Emmett reports, the organization may have been trying to prevent Gaddafi from burying the American buck.
According to some, it's about protecting civilians.
We must not tolerate this regime using military force against its own people.
Others say it's about oil.
The only reason they're interested with Libya is about the oil. You'd think we'd be in Iraq if the major export there was broccoli.
But some are convinced intervention in Libya is all about currency, specifically Gaddafi's plan to introduce the gold dinar, a single African currency made from gold.
So you see, he was trying to introduce that gold dinar. You see them motherfuckers? That's what I'm talking about. When they come in and talking about give us some goddamn, we need to have 100,000 soldiers, nigga, and goddamn somewhere to put our gold at. You feel me? We got to be ready to guard, motherfucker. We want gold. We want motherfucker. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Come bring me. I want one of them motherfuckers now. I want to feel. I wonder how much one of them motherfuckers costs right there. You see what I'm saying? I want to have a gold one of them motherfuckers and start, let me quit. Yeah, I had to motherfucking have I had to get some hand grenades for you niggas. Motherfucker be say, oh, that nigga said he got some blocks and shit. Yeah. Yeah, goddamn it. I had to have somewhere to put. I had to have me some hand grenades and all type of goddamn. Yeah, we had to protect this shit. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no way you just, but anyway, that's what we need. And that's what we need. We need something that ain't gonna never lose is wealth. You know what I'm saying? It'll last for thousands of years. You feel me? The wealth, the worth of it will last for thousands of years. Goddamn dollar, that shit catch fire, it disappeared. But that gold it stayed. It'll never tarnish. It'll never diminish. And even silver, it might tarnish, but all you have to do is wipe it off. That's all you got to do. That's one thing about that silver. It's still worth something. Yeah, all you had to do, even if it's tarnished, all you had to do is go in there and wipe that shit off. You feel what I'm saying? And you back balling again. You feel what I'm saying? We got to have precious minerals. Better yet, we need some land with that shit up under there, and then once we get what is owed to us, then we need some land too, so we can go up under there and get our own. Goddamn, we ain't got to ask. We got the land and shit, and we keep it for our people so that we can, our people can live and we can take care of our people because we got the wealth, we got the resources to do it. You see? But let's finish this out.
True sharing of the wealth.
It's one of these things that you have to plan almost in secret, because as soon as you say you're going to change over from the dollar to something else, you're going to be targeted. There were two conferences.
You hear that? Say, soon as your ass, you have to do it in secret, because soon as you get to talking about changing over from that dollar to something else, your ass gonna be targeted. You see? Now, I wonder if you see what's going on now. And that's why, a lot of them presidents got knocked off, because they was trying to go back to the goal. I believe JFK. I don't know if I know. I believe Abraham Lincoln. I don't admire them, but they knew that the same powers to be was putting their ass under, in slavery, economic slavery and shit, and they know. Just like the Rothschild said, it don't make no motherfucking difference who make the laws. If I control the money, I control the nation. That's just all it is to it. You can make all the laws you want. I don't give a goddamn. I control the money. I control the nation. You see? And so, yeah, so that right there let you know that that's very significant. And that's why I say, when they get ready to give motherfucker, we want precious minerals. We don't want no dollars and shit. See, we going somewhere motherfuckers ain't going, because they want to live inside of this motherfucker and do, and really they don't have no vision of going or coming from up under this motherfucker. So long as they get some money, all they gonna do is spend it right back with them. A large, and if that's what they want to do with it, it's still owed to them. But if they want to spend it, and a lot of them gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker got $10 million a piece, goddamn it, before the end of 3 years, I mean, shit, these goddamn Cro-Magnon Neanderthals probably had damn near 30 to 40% of that shit back in 3 goddamn years. You know what I'm saying? They'll have 30 to 40% of that shit back in their hands, because they know niggas don't manufacture shit. They don't want to, and they don't want, and see, that's why we need other shit, on top of that, so we can put motherfuckers to work, and so we can get to work building our own nation. If you just all you got is money, what you gonna do? You gonna spend it. If you ain't got you ain't got no businesses, you ain't got no companies, what you gonna do with it? A lot of niggas will build some, but it's gonna be a lot that won't. And so that's gonna be the downward slope. Because the motherfucker, how many 40%, 50%, 60% of the motherfuckers gonna get a shit back, and then okay, you got 40%, but then you still depending on the other motherfuckers to fucking support you. And so, after they broke and shit, they might be disgruntled and they might not want to support you on the simple fact that they didn't fell on their motherfucking face. You see what I'm saying? Oh, fuck that nigga. He think he better than me. Yeah. Yeah. And you know how niggas is. And so that's just the reality of it. So you got to even deter from that even happening. You got to have nation building machinery. You got to have land. You got to have all of that come with the deal, so you could put people to work. We need machines that we can put, we can sew clothes and all that, shoes and shit. Yeah, we need all that, shoes, coats, and clothing, and all that we need. You know what I'm saying? We need to make clothing. We need to, shit. We need to build cars and shit. We don't need to buy no other motherfucking car. We can build our own cars. They building cars in Africa now. We can build goddamn cars. Shit, what the fuck? All these niggas work at Chrysler, Ford, and goddamn General Motors and shit. I'm quite sure these niggas can build. I mean, you see niggas out here fixing on cars every goddamn day. They be taking parts off of shit and every goddamn thing else and piecing that shit together. So I already know they know how to build cars, but it's talking about manufacturing a new car. You see, iron smelting and shit. You got to make the molds and shit. The fenders and all that. You got to, beat that shit out or have the mold and pour that shit in there and mass produce the bodies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. We can do that. We need to do that. You see, but that's where we got to look. And so when I see reparations, that's what I see. I don't just see no motherfucking money. And that's what I'm hearing. I don't just see. I want to be able to, It's machinery. You see what I'm saying? That's in the modern industrial age, you got to have machineries and shit to build, to put them, to tear them, that shit up out the ground, make roads and shit. You see what I'm saying? You got to have that shit to tear that damn timber out of there and make villages and towns and cities so that you can build houses and shit. They got all type of machinery that make 2x4s and shit and all that kind of shit that you can make houses and shit. You got, they make, all type of, what all the shit that you need to make a house. You need all of that. You need to sit down and think about that shit. Because at the end of the day, that's what we need. Let's finish this out, family.
On this, one in 96 and another one in the year 2000, called the World Mataba Conference, organized by Gaddafi. And everybody was interested. I think most countries in Africa were keen.
Gaddafi didn't give up. In the months leading up to the military intervention, he called on African and Muslim nations to join together to create this new currency that would rival the dollar and euro. They would sell oil and other resources around the world only for gold dinar.
You see, he was talking about they was only going to sell oil and shit for gold dinars. But see, when he say African Muslims and all that shit, yeah, that's the only thing about Gaddafi as, because he's an Arab. He's a fucking Arab imperialist. Motherfucker see, that, he's a savior and shit. Yeah, the idea is already, had already been laid down many thousands of years before he even got there. You know what I'm saying? That's how we already had the gold currency. You see, Mansa Musa showed you that. Mansa Musa showed you that, and the Egyptians had gold currency. And so that's, but that's what I didn't, I couldn't trust him at all, because he was an Arab imperialist and he was an Islamic imperialist. And so, yeah, he that was his way of getting through the back door with a lot of them niggas in Africa. I love you. I'm an African and shit. Get you in there, nigga. And before long, they gonna get your ass up out of there. They gonna usurp you. They gonna get in there and have you assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, and have Islam, and he's not just, trying to introduce the money. He's trying to introduce Islam also along with the money. Yeah. Dr. Clark he was always on, and on Farrakhan too. Both of their ass and shit. But the idea is still, it's the way. It's the way. That is the way. You drop that motherfucking gold coin on that motherfucker way. Yeah, Obama took him out with his punk ass. But anyway, is this let's finish it out, family.
It's an idea that would shift the economic balance of the world. Countries' wealth would depend on how much gold they have, not how many dollars they trade. And Libya has 144 tons of gold. The UK has double that, but 10 times the population.
If Gaddafi had an intent to try to reprice his oil or whatever else the country was selling in the global markets and accept something else as a currency, or maybe launch a gold dinar currency, any move such as that would certainly not be welcomed by the power elite today who are responsible for controlling the world's central banks. So yes, that would certainly be something that would cause his immediate dismissal and the need for other reasons to be brought forth for removing him from power.
It's happened before. In 2000, Saddam Hussein announced Iraqi oil would be traded in euros, not dollars. Sanctions and an invasion followed. Some say because the Americans were desperate to prevent OPEC from transferring oil trading in all its member countries to the euro. The UK's gold is kept here in a secure vault somewhere in the depths of the Bank of England.
I ain't about to argue with you right now.
As in most developed countries, there's not enough to go around. But that's not the case in places like Libya and many of the Gulf states. A gold dinar would have given oil-rich African and Middle Eastern countries the power to turn around to their energy-hungry customers and say, sorry, the price has gone up and we want gold. Some say the US and its NATO allies literally couldn't afford to let that happen.
Laura Emmett, RT, London.
Yeah. You know, everybody, they saying, some people say he black, and Mike Classy say he was African. All right. And Ray say time out for that. I ain't about to argue with you niggas. I just ain't gonna do it, And I ain't got time. I got another. And matter of fact, we gonna come back on that since everybody and Baby Bubba and Mike Classic, y'all come back on when we had that time, because I'm gonna go to work now. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna bring the genealogy, goddammit. I'm gonna bring the genealogy, and they're gonna lead right back over there where them goats and shit is, right on over there. Them goats and shit, them tents and them goddamn goats. Where was you? Let me see, Gaddafi. Where was you, nigga? Where was your lineage in 50 years ago? Goddamn it. Oh, I see. Tents and goats, nigga. I know. All right, this is General Cyrus Soon said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.